All right. Hello everyone. A couple days ago, I made my first video where I was actually talking during it. So I decided that I liked it, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And it was about Triple G, but of course, in every boxing video, Mayweather has to come up. So I'm gonna talk about a topic that's pretty maybe common among the boxing community, especially off the internet. And I'm gonna talk about why I no longer am a Floyd Mayweather fan. First off, I want to say that I was a huge Floyd Mayweather fan. I started being a Floyd Mayweather fan after the De La Hoya fight, and I really liked his fighting style. I liked the fact that his competence inside of the ring, his natural abilities. Still do, still love to watch him fight, and I used to love the way that he would call himself the greatest of all time, and I defended him. I defended him throughout all the years since, which he fought De La Hoya in 2007, I believe. And I defended him. I defended his cocky attitude. I defended his safety first boxing style. I defended him. I defended him, calling himself the greatest of all time. Now TBE. And I even defended Mayweather going to jail for domestic abuse. That is not why I am no longer a Floyd Mayweather fan. I always wanted to distinguish Floyd Mayweather as a boxer and Floyd Mayweather as a person. But I realized recently that I really couldn't do that anymore. As bad as a person Mayweather is outside of the ring, he still doesn't act like a great champion inside of the ring. And I'm not talking about the way he fights, I'm talking about his selection of opponents. And it's okay, like Golovkin, he calls everybody out, but he just can't get the fights that he wants. And Floyd Mayweather does not act like a great champion. A great champion would call out. Everybody out. They'd call him out. If they ask you about Manny Pacquiao, you're not gonna say, "Oh, I gotta take a rest right now," or something like that. If you really want to fight him, especially if you're gonna make $50 million off that fight, which was that you call yourself money, but you're avoiding the biggest fight that you could make the most money out of. That just doesn't make sense to me anymore. And there's a lot of fighters that want to fight everybody, and they act like great champions. Great champions fought everybody, no matter if they thought they were gonna win or if they were gonna lose. They to fight everybody. And in recent years, Floyd Mayweather has not wanted to fight one certain opponent. And even as Devin Alexander has pointed out, he has not wanted to fight black fighters. So you don't see Floyd Mayweather calling out Keith Thurman. You won't see him. You won't see him fighting for his last two fights in the contract. You won't see him fighting Keith Thurman. You won't see him fighting Devin Alexander. You won't see him fighting Tim Bradley. You won't see him fighting Sean Porter. You won't see him fighting any of these black fighters either. And a lot of it is because that they don't draw, they don't have a big audience. But me as a boxing fan, why should I care about how many pay-per-view buys that you get? Why should I care? And in recent fights, he has not even acted like a champion inside the ring. He has become, a little girl in the negotiations inside of the ring, complaining to the ref every time he gets. And for someone that's gonna buy your pay-per-view just to see that, just to see you fighting a guy that you wouldn't let him use his own gloves, that you want every single advantage before you even get into the ring. That's just not, that's not how TBE should act. If you're gonna compare yourself to Muhammad Ali, where's your Joe Frazier? Where's your great rivals? Where's your Joe Frazier? Where's your Kenny Norton? Where is your George Foreman? What kind of monster has he fought like a George Foreman? I think right now a George Foreman could be like Triple G, but no one would expect you to fight Triple G if you weren't calling yourself TBE. So for those reasons, the reasons that he's been avoiding certain opponents, and he's become honestly a whiny little bitch in recent years, inside the ring and out. And I don't care about your money anymore. I don't care about how much money you make, how much cars you have. If your fight's not gonna be entertaining, the first Maidana fight was really good. I enjoyed it, but the second one was just him complaining to the referee. The whole all access build up for that was just him complaining about how dirty Maidana was, and he just doesn't act like a great champion. Maybe I've said that too many times, but I don't give a damn, because a great champion, a Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, they would have knocked out Robert Guerrero. They would have knocked out Maidana. They would have gone for the knockout against Canelo. So, and the fact that he doesn't do that doesn't bother me. But if you're gonna call yourself the TBE, the best ever, you have to act like these great champions act, inside and outside of the ring. James Toney was calling out heavyweights as a super middleweight. That's a 40-pound difference. He called out everybody and he wasn't afraid of anybody. That's how a TBE should act. That's how someone that is fighting for their legacy and not just fighting for the money should act. He's just all about the money right now, all about his Mayweather promotions and all access. And I was used to be a huge fan of him, but now I honestly believe that maybe boxing will be in a better state without him, because fans won't have to pay, $75 to watch their favorite fighters. And there's a bunch of new young breed of fighters that will come are gonna come up after Mayweather retires. That's why you gotta love boxing, and boxing will never die. One man does not define the sport. And after second Maidana fight, I said, I am no longer going to pay to watch their pay-per-views. Not unless you fight Manny Pacquiao, which how are you going to call yourself TBE if you haven't even beaten the the best in your era? How are you going to compare yourself to a Sugar Ray Robinson, to a Sugar Ray Leonard? How are you going to do that? You just can't. Just drop the TBE. Just stick with the TMT, because you ain't about building your legacy. You ain't about helping the sport. You're all about yourself. And as much as I defended you, as much as I defended you in the past, I just can't do it anymore. And I'll honestly I'll honestly be glad when you leave. All right. Thanks for watching. Peace.